Hey guys, Bryan Lebo here with your November Las Vegas market update video. First off, my apologies for missing last month's video. Due to some family issues, I had to unfortunately push it back. Now, having said that, let's dig right in and check out what we missed. Okay, first up, our last month's sales. As you can see now, last month we sold 2,773 homes. Surprisingly, this was a 4% jump from the previous month and a huge 13% increase from October of last year. The reason this is pretty big news to me is because typically October sales are much below September sales, or about the same at the very best. So for us to have actually improved in sales month over month is actually really big. Not to mention that sales were up 13% from October of last year. All in all, great news here. Next is everyone's favorite topic, median price. On the screen now, you can see that we ended October with a median price of $260,000 for the third month in a row. This is pretty typical, as the median price normally holds steady after the summer months. What's great, however, is just like our sales having increased 13%, our median price is up 13% from this time last year as well. Consider that normal appreciation is only 4%. We're experiencing 3 times the normal appreciation. Again, it's great news. All right, now let's look into inventory levels. As you can see now, we ended the month with only 4,965 homes on the market. While that's down from the previous month, realistically, it's only down by 9 homes. What's really important to note, however, is that while our inventory has been relatively steady for the past 6 months, we're down about 2,300 homes from this time last year. Put simply, we're down about 32% from the inventory we had the same time last year. Keep in mind, our inventory was already low this time last year. We're now down to less than a 2-month supply of inventory. Ultimately, not great news for prospective buyers. All right, next, let's break down our inventory and see what's going on here. On the screen now, you can see that only 2.5% of our inventory are short sales, less than 1% are now foreclosures, and 96.5% are normal or traditional sales. This time last year, we had about 3 times the amount of short sales and foreclosures on the market. Like I've been saying for a while now, as more time passes, we should see less and less foreclosures and short sales on the market. So really good to see things moving as they should. Last but not least, let's check in on the NODs or Notice of Defaults. As you can see on the screen now, October was a huge month for NODs. Now, before you get too excited about that number, remember that NODs had essentially been put on pause back in mid-June due to new legal changes which adversely affected the foreclosure proceedings. I think the only reason the NODs jumped so much last month is because the banks are simply catching up on the 4-month backlog. Okay, so let's wrap this all up and see where we're going. Sales are fantastic and well above normal. Median home prices are steady. Our inventory levels are minimal, but steady as well. And we hardly had any distressed inventory anymore on our market. So what does this all mean for us? Well, typically November and December are the worst months for sales contracts, I should say. Meaning very few buyers are actually going into contract during the holiday season. As a result, January and February are the worst months for closings. Even though sales are brisk for this time of year, don't expect to see too much activity from this point moving forward. New home sales are doing fantastic, and part of that reason is because there's such little resale inventory on the market right now. When buyers can't find decent homes on the resale market, they tend to bump up their budget and go for a new home as an alternative. Right now is a wonderful time to be a buyer, however. Any seller who has to sell is likely in for a really rough road ahead for the next few months. So if you can find a motivated seller, now's the time to go bargain hunting. For sellers, however, obviously this isn't the premium time to list your home, but depending on the size and price range, homes are still selling very quickly, and competition is very low right now. For the larger family-style homes, typically the market doesn't really heat up again until after the new year. So now is really the time to start consulting with your agent to have everything ready for a mid-January listing. Well, that's it for this month, guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all next month.